What's up, Modiverse? Dr. Dave here. Welcome to the Geek Lounge. As we all know, last Friday was Black Friday and I kind of spent quite a bit of money on some Funko Pop Grails. Let's check them out. Alright guys, welcome back to another Funko Pop unboxing video here on the channel. We are a week removed from Black Friday, and I have to say, I thought the Black Friday deals here in the UK kind of sucked. At least as it relates to Funko Pops. I mean, Amazon had some pretty decent deals on some of their Amazon exclusives, the Sinister Six set from Spider-Man, as well as the Stranger Things Builder set, to name a couple. And some of the independent retailers had some decent deals. I mean, DJ Collectibles had a couple of things out. They had like a Black Friday mystery box as well, an expensive one, but it did sell out very quickly. I know popfigures.com had a couple of things. I don't even know if Double Box Toys even had any Black Friday sales. PB Joe's had some decent sales, but nothing like too crazy. Certainly nothing compared to years gone by. And the Funko shop, FunkoEurope.com, actually saved their sales for Cyber Monday, but they did release a whole bunch of new exclusives on Friday. Actually, I think most of them actually came out on the Thursday, I think I saw, and then a few more did release on the Friday. But that actually annoyed a lot of people because they bought a ton of stuff on the Friday, and then the sales actually came on the Monday, and I think it was like 70% off, or like up to 70% off, I should say, off mostly everything that was in stock. I picked up just a couple of things from them. I had picked up a few of the exclusives on Friday, but most of them actually then sold out on the Friday, so they weren't then in the sale for Monday, so I wasn't too bothered. But yeah, still nothing really too crazy in my opinion. And if I am being perfectly honest, there were quite a few stores I didn't check. I didn't check Smith's Toys, I didn't check The Entertainer, I didn't check Toys R Us, which now has an online presence again here in the UK. I am wondering if they are going to get a physical store. Who else? Whole Pops, Magic Madhouse. I kind of forgot to check most of them, to be honest, so I don't know if they did have any good deals. If they did, please let me know in the comment section below, although do I really want to know what I missed? Probably not. And so I thought this was going to be a very quiet, relaxing and very cheap Black Friday for me until I saw a post from Be More Geek. Here's a quick look at Be More Geek. There is also a link to their website in the description below if you guys did want to check them out. They actually buy Funko Pop collections and then sell things off individually. They've got a lot of Grails on sale on their website with some pretty decent pictures if you guys wanted to check out the condition. I think they do have a couple of physical stores, although I do believe most of them are in the north, if not all of them. And yeah, I have come across them before, to be honest. I've seen like a few pops on there that I was maybe thinking about grabbing, but I never pulled the trigger. It's not to say that there's anything bad with them. I've only ever heard good things from people in my Facebook groups. Their Trustpilot score is pretty high as well. It's just I've never pulled the trigger for whatever reason. And then I actually saw them make a posting about their Black Friday sale, and I thought, surely they're not going to have sales on Grails, right? But they did indeed have a bunch of Grails at discounted prices. They weren't discounts site-wide, but a bunch of Grails were on sale, and I actually picked up 7 of them to add to my collection. Ones that I've been eyeing for a very, very long time. A couple that I didn't think I would ever add to my collection. And we'll start with the first one here, which is Snarf from Thundercats, which does now complete my Thundercats collection. Well, I say completes, that's not entirely true, because there are a couple of expensive con variants for both Lion-O and Mumra. You guys can see the characters there on the back. They did also add Tigra eventually as a speciality series. So this, yeah, this was a 2013 pop, guys, and this is actually in really, really good condition for the age of the pop. I mean, I did actually look at these. They all came in pop protectors, by the way, but I've taken all of them out to like inspect. And I mean, this is a pretty darn good condition box, if I'm being perfectly honest. There's not really too much wrong with it at all. Yeah, very, very happy with that. I paid $34.99 for this. I think they had it up for sale normally at about maybe 50 or 60 on TPD. It is 60. I know TPD is not always like the best thing necessarily to follow. You know, there are eBay sold listings, even though TPD's data kind of comes from eBay sold listings, but I think things kind of get messed up with it here and there. But yeah, happy to add this one to the collection, pardon me. It does actually complete the collection in terms of having each individual character. I really would like to see like Wily Cat, Wily Kit, maybe a couple of the mutants, some other villains, but I don't know whether Thundercats will be given like the Masters of the Universe treatment with tons of different pops. I guess only time will tell. But like I said, this was from 2013. I think the Tigra one came out a lot later than that, maybe like 2017, 2018, maybe. Yeah, it was probably about 2017, 2018, if I'm not mistaken. If I am, someone can correct me in the comment section below. But yeah, really happy to finally get this into the collection. I mean, look at him, guys. He's very, very cool. Snarf, snarf, as he used to say back in the day. I loved Thundercats. It was like from my childhood. childhood. I have fond memories of the cartoon. The Professor and I even watched some episodes. I mean, it is going back a while now, maybe like 8 to 10 years. They were on Prime Video. Yeah, probably, you know what, it probably is about 10 years ago, because I think we only got Prime. We were quite like early adopters of Prime, but I think it came out around 2010, 2011, if I'm not mistaken. And they had episodes of like Master of the Universe, Thundercats and some things on there. And we watched a bunch of Thundercats episodes. And although some of it's like a bit cheesy, like what you remember from your childhood, they're still, like Thundercats still seemed pretty cool. There was some on there that we were like, man, I don't remember that, you know, being like that at all. Visionaries was one of them. I always had great memories of Visionaries, and yeah, we watched like the first episode and was like, this is nothing like what I remember. But yeah, guys, I'm going a bit off topic here, talking about 80s / well, yeah, pretty much late 80s cartoons, right? But yes, Schnarf, really happy to get him added into the collection. Like I said, he looks nothing like a Funko Pop, really. And considering it's pretty old, it's probably quite a unique one from back then. We do tend to see these kind of characters now, you know, like more unique characters rather than looking like that typical bog standard Funko Pop with the arms by the side. But yeah, pretty cool one, and very happy to finally somewhat complete my Thundercats collection. And now the next pop I bought, guys, was actually the 4th most expensive one I bought, but the rest are all part of one set. You'll guys see what I am talking about in a minute. This one then is the Katsuki Bakugo San Diego Comic-Con 2020 exclusive with the official con sticker, as you guys can see there. I know there is a little bit of controversy around like 2020 con stickers because the cons didn't happen because of the pandemic, but you know what, I'm still happy to add this one to the collection. I wanted to get it anyway, like regardless with or without the con sticker. It is different to the do I have him here? I probably do, but he's probably buried in there somewhere. The Hot Topic one, but he only has like one explosion, or like explosive hand, whatever you want to call it. Whereas the this one actually has 2. In terms of the condition of the box, again, very, very good. There's maybe some minor denting. I don't even know if you guys are going to be able to see that there on the bottom. Very, very kind of minor. And I think I did notice something else. Yeah, just there on the name, there is a little bit of scuffing on the K as you get to Katsuki there. I don't know if you guys can even still see it on the camera. It's like a little sort of notch out of it. But I'll show off the back as well to you guys. But those figures, you've probably seen them quite a bit now, you know, with this My Hero Academia line, which just continues to grow and grow and grow. And yeah, guys, this one looks absolutely awesome. I love it. To be honest, all of the My Hero Academia Funko Pops are awesome. Great detail. A lot of the anime ones in general have great detail, and they actually need to be taken out of the box to really appreciate them. Although I know when you have like an official con sticker, it kind of makes sense to have it in the box, right? But yeah, as I said, guys, he has the 2 explosive hands as opposed to the 1, which was then like a Hot Topic exclusive. Not sure who it was exclusive to here in the... I do even wonder if it came out here in the UK. I'm sure it did. I just honestly can't remember. But yeah, we've got the particles, like dust particles and flames and whatnot at the back there. Just really, really cool. Katsuki Bakugo, such a cool character. Love him to death. One of the most favourites on the show. And yeah, the new season airing now. I'm going to wait till it is finished and then binge watch it all. But yeah, very happy to get this and add it into the collection, which I said is an ever-growing one, right? My Hero Academia, this could end up being one of the biggest Funko Pop collections. So I paid £119 for this. I think it was originally selling for £149.99. And I think, if I'm not mistaken off the top of my head, it was £161 on TBD for the official con sticker. Considering the value, I am going to pop it in to a hard stack. I actually do use the popfigures.com hard stacks, and I will give a bit of a shameless plug. We do have a affiliation link in the description below with Pop Figures. If you guys did access the site via the link in that description and make a purchase, you'll actually get £10 towards a future purchase, and so will we. Alright guys, as I said, the rest of the Funko Pops I picked up are all part of one set, and I said the My Hero Academia set was a big and ever-growing one. So is this. I am talking about WWE, and the first one to show off is this one here of Paige, which I picked up for $34.99. I think on TBD I've actually got the note down there. What was it? £56, I think. with the TPD value. I thought this one might go up because she has now just returned, of course, with AEW under her real name, Saraya. Well, I always thought it was Saraya, but she seems to be pronouncing it as Saraya in AEW. There's a couple there on the back as well. Yeah, it is the Bella Twins. I actually haven't got those. Have they not had like 2 or 3 variants as well? There's the yellow ones. Is there the red ones? Was there a black one as well? I can't entirely remember. I know there's definitely 2 variants, maybe even 3. I always find it funny as well how this is under like a Total Divas. Like, well, it's still under Pop WWE, but it's like all the artwork is Total Divas when like Paige herself was essentially like the anti-diva, right? And it is a fairly decent pop from back in 2015. I should actually say the box condition was also very, very good. I do love how they've got her hair color, you know, how it changes there from the black to the blue. The eye makeup, we've got the P there on her chest, the very kind of almost gothic-like attire that she used to wear. Well, she still, I guess, kind of wears it now, or at least since she's come back. She kind of had similar ring attire as well as we're going around the back. These are all older pops, though, the 5 that I have picked up, so they are always in this. I call it the bog standard pose with the arms down by the side, no like action pose or anything like that, like we saw with the Bakugo figure earlier. Again, some nice, like that colour, what's that word where they... blend, I guess. Is blend the right word? How they've like blended in the colour there from the black to the blue. That is pretty cool. But yeah, otherwise these pops, I do quite like them. They still have that classic look, but I do certainly love the new pops as well, where they have a bit more of a like an action pose to them. But yeah, still happy to get this one and add it to my collection. I do think the value will go up now that she has returned to the wrestling ring. And then the next WWE one I picked up is actually adding him back into the collection. I picked up Sheamus. I used to have him in my collection. I started collecting Funko Pops, I think around early 2017, if I remember. And I actually got a whole bunch of out-of-box Funko Pops. It actually included the Lino. I mentioned earlier that I had like somewhat complete my Thundercats collection, but Lino actually isn't in the box. He's an out-of-box one. And I actually did get a Sheamus, but at that time I wasn't too sure if I wanted to like collect all of the WWE Funko Pops. And I actually sold Sheamus, and I feel like I sold him only for like 10 or 15 pounds back then. So yeah, to now get him back into the collection, I paid £50 for him, but I think he was like £70 TPD value. He was actually part of the very first wave. Let me just go a bit closer there for you guys so you can see those with John Cena. I actually forget who it was. John Cena, CM Punk, The Rock. Sheamus is number 4, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Rey Mysterio. I do, actually, you know what? I don't have all of those. I don't have that version of John Cena, and I don't have that version of The Rock, but I do have the CM Punk, Rey Mysterio, obviously now the Sheamus, as well as the Stone Cold Steve Austin. How could I forget Stone Cold Steve Austin? And so this is now a pretty old pop from 2013, so almost 10 years old. Like I said, I did have him, sold him out of box, I think for like 10, 20 pounds. Finally have him back in the collection now that I know that I do want to collect all of the WWE Funko Pops. I'm still missing a few more, but I have added some really cool grails into my collection. You're going to see some really cool ones in just a moment. But yeah, this is like old school Sheamus from back in the day, right? Well, 10 years ago now, with his like spiky hair, the green pants. He's got the like Celtic cross on his like around his neck and draped over his chest as well. I'd love to actually see an updated Sheamus, to be perfectly honest, where he's got like the flat cap, you know, like the Brawling Brutes that we have now, with a flat cap, maybe with like a jacket, the shillelagh, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, right? That could look like really, really cool, like an updated sculpt and everything. But yeah, I still really do like this one. You know, Sheamus has been like the Renaissance man of 2022 when it seemed like his career, not that it was over, but it was on like the downward spiral. And then he's had some awesome matches. The best match of the year in WWE, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion, with Gunther at Clash of the Castle over here in the UK. Yeah, like I said, really happy to get it back into the collection. And yeah, let's move on to the next pop. I don't really know what else to say. And that next pop is one I question whether I would ever get into my collection. In fact, the last 3 to show off, I never thought I would get into my collection. Firstly, we have AJ Lee here, the WWE exclusive. What was it? WWE.com exclusive. It does also have the official WWE official, what do they call it? Official licensed product sticker on there, because I don't think all of them have it, or at least some of the older ones don't. Maybe the new ones do. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. Let me just show you guys. The box is in like decent condition again, like you know, it's pretty well off. The pop was from 2014, so again, it's pretty old on it. Was actually wave 2, so you guys can see from numbers 7 to 12 there. AJ Lee number 12, so what was it? Daniel Bryan, The Undertaker, Triple H, Macho Man Randy Savage, and Hulk Hogan. I do have a Daniel Bryan, but I think I might have the red trunks one. I definitely don't have both. I can't entirely remember. I'm trying to look off to my side there. I think it is the red trunks one. I'm actually bending down to try and see him. I do have the Undertaker. I don't have the Triple H. I do have the Macho Man, and I don't have the Hulk Hogan. I don't know if you guys can see that as well there on the Triple H. There's like a red dot on his face, so that's again like a scuff or something on the box. But otherwise, you know what? It's a box in pretty good condition. And I paid, what did I pay for this? I'm going to have to actually consult my sheet. I paid £150 for it, and TPD value has it at 277, which I don't think is entirely like accurate, but I did check eBay. I didn't actually check eBay sold listings, but current eBay auctions, there are some going for like 270, 275. Whether they will sell is another thing. There are some others on there which are under bid. They're currently at like 75 or something like that, but they could shoot up towards the end. You never know, but I'm still really happy with the price I paid for this. And there she is, guys, AJ Lee. Look at that, a classic Funko Pop again, the classic stance. I mean, I can say the same thing for all of these ones that I have picked up. I also thought, you know what, I've actually put her in the thumbnail with the next pop I'm going to show off as well, so you guys kind of knew what was coming to an extent. But yeah, still a cool pop. I do love the detail on it. Love bites there on the shirt with the O is like a spider. That is a pretty cool little detail. She does have the eye makeup, the kind of purplish pink lilac, I guess would be the correct color. As we go around the like half pink, half black shorts that she had when she wrestled. She's of course retired now. She's got that metal belt. She does have the boots there as well. Yeah, just like that cool classic look. I can say the same thing for all of these pops, right? They're all that classic standard. I call it bog standard arms by the side pose, but yeah, an expensive one. Really happy to get it and add it to the collection. It's a pop worth well over £100. It is a definite grail, so it is going into a hard stack to protect it. There we go, guys. Very cool. And so with that AJ Lee pop and the thumbnail, you guys can probably guess what the next pop is. It is the Hot Topic exclusive Pink Trunks CM Punk, the real life husband, of course, of AJ Lee. I paid £189 for this, and what was it, 343 on TPD. I did actually check eBay, and there's only a couple going on there. Stupid money as well, like way over 343 as well, so I'm very happy with the price I got. In terms of the box, it probably is the one that like was the most damaged, to be honest. Nothing like massively significant, but there is like it's like a crease. I'd start to think maybe it was a slice, but I think it is more a crease. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it there on the box, if that is actually going to go into focus there for you guys. It's like going right down the middle. I don't know if you guys can tell though, but yeah, in terms of everything else, you know what, like a few light scuffs on the back, nothing really on the bottom, maybe like a little, no, you know what, I wiped that off the window, so yeah, pretty good for a Funko Pop from 2013. Again, it was part of the first wave. It was, of course, just an exclusive. The regular one was like the black, what was it, black, blue and white, and this is the pink and black attack, so to speak. And I actually think he was doing an homage to Bret the Hitman Hart with the pink and black. I mean, it very much looks like Bret the Hitman Hart attire. I definitely remember him wearing this. I just can't really remember the event, the match. But I'm pretty sure, like I said, it was like an homage, a dedication to Bret Hart, because he, you know, he was a big fan of Bret from back in the day. I was too. Bret Hart is one of my, if not my favorite of all time. He's definitely on my Mount Rushmore. And CM Punk, you know what? I really like CM Punk. I know he's probably like one of, if not the most polarizing figure in wrestling. There's people that hate him, people that love him. He's kind of like Marmite, I guess, in that sense, right? But I like him. I think he's really good. You know, he was a great promo. He was great with the WWE. I do have to say, with AEW, his matches have been like good. They've been solid. I don't think they've been as good as they were in WWE, but the guy is a lot older and he was out, you know, of the business, out of the ring for quite a while. But yeah, I just like him. I don't really know what's going on with the whole, you know, that fight with the Elite after it wasn't Full Gear, what was it, All Out, and what's going on there. Supposedly, you know, he's out. Like, is there a buyout of his contract? Some people think it's all a work. Who knows? Only time will tell. A lot of people felt like the whole MJF thing wasn't a work and that he was going to leave, and now he's like the AEW World Champion. So who knows? Yeah, back to the pop though. Very cool. I love the design on it with the pink and black. Like I said, Bret Hart, I'm a huge fan of his, so, you know, really cool that we get this CM Punk in almost Bret Hart-like attire. The one thing I don't like about this pop, though, it is the same as the other one, that, you know, the standard common one, is that, like, where's the tattoos on his arms, man? They've got the tattoo on the chest done pretty well. They've got the straight edge across the stomach, but the guy has tattoos on his arms, yeah? I know maybe they can't do the Pepsi logo tattoo for, like, trademark reasons and whatnot, but we could have still at least had some tattoos on his arms, right? At least Randy Orton, you know, I don't think it's his same tattoos because he had that whole like court case thing with the person that designed his tattoos, because they were showing him video games or whatnot. So his tattoos are not pretty accurate either on the Funko Pop, but they could have still at least thrown something on this one. And once again, guys, a pop of significant value, so it is going in a hard stack. Bit of a tighter fit there. Maybe the older ones had that tighter fit, but there we go, guys, in the hard stack. Very, very cool once again. So believe it or not, guys, but that Hot Topic exclusive CM Punk was not even the craziest figure that I picked up, because I picked up the Funko HQ exclusive Zack Ryder in green trunks, limited to 500 pieces. I have to say, I really didn't think I would ever have this one in my collection. Box condition is very, very good. I can't even think what wave he was. I mean, he was number 44. I honestly don't even know why Zack Ryder got the like mega exclusive treatment, but yeah, very happy to pick this up, guys. There is a closer look, if it does go into focus for you guys, of the Funko HQ limited 500 piece sticker. I actually paid £240 for this. TPD value shows it at £432. The only one that I saw on Amazon selling to the UK, someone was trying to sell it for £3.5 grand, which it was never going to sell like that, but I was still really, really happy to get this for £240. So there he is, guys. Check that out. Like I said, I don't know why Zack Ryder actually got the limited piece count treatment. Nothing against him. I enjoyed his work in WWE. I enjoy his work out of WWE. Of course, goes by Matt Cardona. Now, is it actually Matt Cardona? Is that his real name? I actually can't remember. Off the top of my head. Maybe someone can let me know in the comment section below, but I'll probably look it up after the video anyway. But that's certainly the name he is going by now. And yeah, I mean, he made a name for himself by like just doing stuff on the internet. He was the first one to really like grasp social media and the power of the internet within like the wrestling world, right? And I think like the stories were like, didn't Vince always like consider him a nerd for this? And then obviously WWE became massive like with its social presence and whatnot, right? So Zack Ryder really opened doors in terms of that way. And he did have that big WrestleMania moment when he won that ladder match for the Intercontinental title. WrestleMania 32, I was actually there, the one in Dallas, Texas at AT&T Stadium. It was a very, very cool match. And yeah, I mean, I don't know like why he did get this limited piece count, but I'm very, very happy that I've now got this to add it to the collection. It's a pretty cool one in the green there. The trunks and then the knee pads, they're like a slightly different variation of green. I don't know if there is some like discoloration maybe from the figure, but sometimes it can be the paint jobs. You know, Funko with their quality control is never too great, to be perfectly honest. You know, I did also say that everyone was in that bog standard pose with the arms by the side, but he's actually got his hands on his hip because this is a slightly newer one from 2017, so it's like 5 years old compared to like the Sheamus and CM Punk ones, which are like almost 10 years old. But yeah, very, very cool, guys. Like I said, very happy to get this into the collection. I really didn't ever think that I would have him, especially this limited piece count one, I should say, in the collection. Yes, you've guessed it, this is going into a hard stack. It probably is the most valuable Funko Pop that I now own. Definitely the most limited one that I own in terms of piece count. I do have the John Cena, the black and green hair. Yeah, I mean, you guys, I'd always point there, but you guys are never going to see it. It's dark. I should really turn the light on for the display case, actually. That one is worth more, but I unfortunately do only own it out of box. I do have the King Leonidas from 300 as well. I think those are both more valuable, but again, I only own that one out of box. So yeah, I think this one is now my most valuable, I can't even talk, valuable Funko Pop in box in my collection, which in turn makes it the overall most valuable Funko Pop in my collection. And so those are all my Black Friday Grail pickups. I spent a total of £818. I think it was like £817.97 or something like that. TBD value is £1,400 for everything I picked up. So I actually saved £583 again. I know TBD, not like an exact science, right? But yeah, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. So first and foremost, thank you so much for taking a little bit of time out of your day to spend with me here on the Geek Lounge. It is very much appreciated. And I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If so, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Drop some comments below. Out of the ones I picked up, which one was your favorite and what did you guys pick up for Black Friday? And as always, we have plenty more content on the way for you guys. We've got more Funko Pop parcels coming in, the Winter Convention exclusive. I've got everything I wanted except the Luffy, but I know a lot of people missed out on that. We will be continuing our Naruto Kaiju unboxing series, more Star Wars content, more of everything to come for you guys. So make sure you stay tuned for all of it and more. What is the easiest way to stay tuned? It's very simple. Subscribe. Hit click, smash that subscribe button and enable those notifications so you don't miss out on any of that future content. Guys, thanks again for watching today's video and we will see you on the next one. Peace out, nerds.